Hey everyone, it's Erosion, and today I'm going to show you guys how I make my ambient pads and drones. So I went ahead and picked out two samples, one of which is from the Son Holo pack that they released, Cymatics did, and then the second one's from their Life Sample pack, stuff that everyone can get. It's easy to kind of work on. And then we have the rain. Cool. So this is actually really easy. I don't think a lot of people know about this feature with the reverb. This is just the default Ableton reverb, nothing special about it. And all we're doing is using this freeze function. And I don't fully understand what it does. I'm assuming it's just looping the sample into infinity. You know, so we're going to go ahead and just increase the decay time. And then all we're going to do is pick a place in this vocal that we want it to start looping. So let's see. Okay, so I want it right in the middle of where she's saying ah. So let me go ahead and select the freeze and then choose where to automate it, which is right here. And then turn it to 100% just so we don't get any of the extra content. We're just looping it here. So let's see what this sounds like. And that'll just loop forever if you wanted to. So all we're going to do is record in another track, which I already have set up here. And then we're going to work on it from there. Cool. So now we have this here, which we're going to go ahead and chop out the initial first like bar and a half probably. Just make sure there's no weird pops or clicks or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and fade the ends. I'm going to bring it down just over 8 bars and fade the other end as well. So now we have this. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and grab a saturator, just turn it up a little bit, turn on soft clipping, even though I don't think we're going to hit the clip or hit the point where it is clipping. I say that as I clip it. But so from here, we're going to go ahead and grab one of my favorite plugins, which is RC20. RC20 is a old school like tape emulation plugin. It has like vinyl crackle, vinyl wobble, distortion units, bit crushing, reverb, and magnetic tape. And honestly, all I do is I scroll through presets and I tweak from there. I'm sure most of you guys do that, and it's just what works. So alright, so I really like that initial sound, so let's see what we can do. Alright, we don't want any dropouts. I understand it's a part of like cassette tapes, but I really don't like that. I do like the sound of this cassette tape, just not the dropouts. Alright, cool. So from here, I'm just going to actually slap on a reverb. I'm going to cut out the low end info. Probably 90 to 120. Usually I go 120, but this type of stuff, I like to keep it a little more on the low end. And then from there, I did hear a weird resonant frequency I'm going to go ahead and cut out. There it is, right there. Go ahead and bring that down. Cool. And then from there you can freeze and then bounce it out to audio and do what you please there. So there's the vocal. That's more of a drone. The rain's going to give it a little bit of a different result. It's going to sound more kind of metallic. To me, this sample specifically sounds like a old school like metal coffee can. And I'll show you here in a second. So we're going to go ahead and do the exact same thing. Grab the reverb, and then turn up to the K, automate the freeze, which I think we're going to do it right here on this transient here. Let's see what this gives us. Yeah, there we go. So it's really, really quiet right now. We're going to go ahead and fix that. And I'm just going to actually slap on a utility. It's going to give us some additional volume without clipping or anything like that. And then on this channel, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing we did up here and record it. Cool, that should be plenty. And from there, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the initial attack, and then make my own. I'm actually gonna shave it down some more. Same place as the last one. See what this sounds like. So it sounds kind of like a generator, like from like Fallout. That's what this reminds me of, like in Hoover Dam. Funny enough. And honestly, you can do the same thing. Like you can slap a saturator. It's very white and noisy. And then you can add things like, let's see, where is it at? Serum effects. You can go crazy with this thing. Cool. Let's add some chorus in here. And then let's try it with a reverb filter. You can get multiple different sounds from this reverb filter. It's really, really nice. The only issue with it, if you use it in a track, you'll have issues with like a timing delay, and all you got to do is go over here and adjust your delay compensation to make up for it. So if you're actually using it in a track, like on chords or something like that, just be careful. And then let's go ahead and slap a reverb on it. that's about it. You know, you can tweak this thing into Oblivion. You can add a million one other plugins to kind of get the effect you want. Like you could add halftime. Isotope Trash is always a good one. I use that almost on everything. And yeah, that's about it. If you guys like this video and want me to do more of these, please let me know. I am always open to critiques and criticism. Definitely trying to improve at this. So yeah, thank you guys very much for taking the time to kind of watch me. See you next time.